Hi, I'm giving you an assignment to describe a place, and I just wanted to demonstrate the kind of pre-writing activity that I'm asking you to do. This is called a bubble diagram or a web diagram, and you might have done that before in elementary school, but, or last year. I think I might have had you do one last year. But I'm going to go ahead and go through this with you just to make sure. I would put a big circle in the middle for my main topic. And I'm describing a place, and I'm going to choose the farm where my husband and I live. And I'm going to put finca here because I like the word finca, even though I won't use that word in my writing because it's Spanish and I'm writing in English, right? Okay, so I want to have 3 sections. It's very easily divided into 3 sections as you come into the property. There's the front part, the part that's near the entrance. Okay, we have a big gate at the front part. And near the gate there's some flower beds and trees. We have in the front part there's some mango trees and some other trees. And there's what I call the gatehouse. And the gatehouse is, in olden times, people who had big ranches and farms and haciendas would have their house far back on the property, and near the gate there would be someone there who lived there whose job it was to maintain the grounds. And this is my cat. Oh, she's running away now. Anyway. Whose job it is to maintain the grounds and to open and shut the gate, make sure the gate stays locked at night, and basically take care of things in the front of the property. And we do have someone that lives in the gatehouse. There's a young man who we're putting through school who is helping us out with those things. And then there's also the part that I would just call the middle of the property. And in the middle of the property is where our house is. And we have a 3-bedroom ranch house, and it has, one of my favorite things about it is it has the bathrooms with every bedroom. And I was going to say, one of my favorite things about it is that it has a laundry room inside the house. I'm so happy about that. Anyway, a kitchen, you know, all that stuff. And around our house there's a yard, and in our yard we have flowers and some trees. We have an horno. We have an old-fashioned Honduran horno. We have a swimming pool, and we have dogs that usually stay in our yard, but sometimes run around to the front part, and once in a while run around to the other part. So, and around our house and yard, we have a wall. Around our front part, we have a fence. And around our middle part, we have a wall, but the wall is not high. It's 2 of the 3 dogs can jump over it, so it's not very high. And I see that I have a glare on the bottom of my screen, so I'll try to stay away from that. So I'm going to go away from myself. Alright, front, middle, and guess where I'm going next? Back. And the back part of the property is really, I'm saying the back, but it almost surrounds us. And it's our orchard that has a lot of fruit trees, citrus trees, mango trees, ciruelas japonesas, banana plants, coffee plants, all those things. So trees, coffee, you know I love coffee, and all these things. And it also has fields where we can grow vegetables and things. Mainly we would grow beans. We started growing other things, but people really want us to grow beans, so mostly that's what we grow. We also have herbs, and we planted eggplants and chiles dulce and all kinds of good stuff. So this is my plan, okay? This is called my bubble diagram or my pre-writing. And I'm going to use this to turn my self into an organized person as I start to write my paper describing a place. I would start out with a sentence or two in general about how we live on a farm outside of Valle de Angeles, and then I would start at the front, describe the trees and the gatehouse and the fence and all that, and then I would move to the middle part, down the stone driveway to the middle part where the wall is, and talk about the wall and the house and the pool and the yard and and maybe the dogs. And then I would go to the back and I would talk about the orchard where all the fruit trees and the coffee and all that stuff is, and the fields where we plant beans. And then I would finish out, close up by saying probably how much we like living here and something like that. And we moved here from Tegucigalpa about 6 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago. And there's my cat meowing. I wonder if you can hear her. And we really love it here. So what I want you to do is I want you to get started on this diagram. We're going to move from the diagram, which is your pre-writing, to drafting your paper, which is going to be 10 to 12 sentences about a place, any place of your choosing. Don't write about my finca, you don't know my finca. And then write about something, place that you know, right? And then we're going to go to the other 2 to 3 steps depending on how you order the steps. And that's it.